It's still March 5th. So I woke up. I went back to bed because I needed extra rest. And I had a brief dream that my brother was in my bedroom. He was sitting on the chair and I was on the bed. And he was just checking up on me to see how I was doing, to see how I was feeling. That's what he said. Like he was waiting for me to get up to make sure that I was okay. I don't know why. So when I woke up, I don't know what happened. I don't know if it's vertigo, but the whole room was spinning and I couldn't get up out of bed. And I was like, crap, I have a full day of work. Like, I have to get up. Even right now, like, I'm trying really hard not to move fast. Because I feel nauseous. And so I was trying to get up. And it took me a while to get it just felt like my equilibrium was off. And I have felt like that before when I don't know if I've shared this story, but I actually went deaf in 1 year. I am, how long ago was it? 6 years ago? 5 years ago? 6 years ago now, maybe. We were living in the high desert and I was laying on the bed, on my bed, our bed. My ex was in the living room watching TV, and I had one side that I was laying on. And I just happened to turn to the other side, and I noticed a significant difference in the hearing. Like the sound of the TV was lower on one side. And I remember switching my head back and forth, back and forth. I was like, what? So sure enough, I went in, got checked. It was lower than the other one, but it was still considered normal. So they said they were going to monitor it. So, they did. After 6 months, they saw that it significantly had gone lower. But all they did was recommend a hearing aid at that point. But they still wanted to monitor it because of the progression. And then they said, if it continues to get worse, then as a last resort, they'll recommend surgery. But surgery, because of the type of surgery, the risks, like the benefits had to outweigh the risks. And so for a whole year, I was struggling with hearing loss. And I remember it would get complicated in large groups because I couldn't hear. I couldn't hear the person in front of me. I had to learn how to read lips. And even like to channel the sound, like it was only coming from one side. So we were a large organization, so I hated the large group meetings because I couldn't hear, so I had to sit in front. And so anyways, I made accommodations, right? So I got to the point where the hearing loss got really bad, and they said either you wear a hearing aid, because it's going to start affecting how I drive too. Anyways, it got worse to where I had to get surgery. So apparently it's a genetic condition, a rare genetic condition where the 3 little bones harden up, and 3 little bones have to vibrate in order for the sound to go through. So in my ear, they were hardened, they were calcifying. And I was even asking around my family, I'm like, who the frick has a hearing loss in our family? Because there's no one that I know of that has lost their hearing at such a young age. I think I was like 35 or something. And then my aunt said, I remember that you have an aunt on your dad's side at 40, she lost her hearing. I was like, oh, okay, good to know, right? It's genetic, rare genetic condition, so we can tell the family, right? To have everyone be prepared. So anyways, so the surgery, everything went well. Like I don't have like broken bones. I've never really had anything extreme. I think the only other surgery that I remember having was that I had a mole in my eye once, and I did that. So in terms of like me breaking stuff or in and out of the hospital, like that was never me. I would go to the doctor's office and stay up top of with my health. I know that, but yeah. So anyways, after the surgery, I remember thinking like, I'll be fine. You know, you think you're on top of the world. And I remember it knocked me down in terms of the vertigo. Like, and they told me like the first few days, you get a headache and it's gonna be hard to walk. Like you're gonna have to need a lot of help just with your balance. This is what that feels like. where I feel like I've lost my balance almost. Even as I was getting ready with my hair, I have to like turn my head a certain way and I could feel myself like, whoa, like I just need to hold on. Like I feel nauseous. So I have a long day today. And like honestly, I just want to lay down. So anyways, I thought that was weird. That out of nowhere it just hit me. And then I started wondering, I'm like, is it because of that feeling that I had where like the energy like it fading away, like se me está saliendo, like that's what it felt like with that dream. But I don't know. I don't know. I feel nauseous. So then I was like, let me drink a glass of lemon water. Like that's gonna make anything better. But anyways, I just want to record that because that's weird. I haven't had that since years ago. So I hope it's just like a temporary thing. I'm gonna stay grounded today on my mat, so hopefully that helps keep my equilibrium going. But yeah, I just want to report on that. That was different. So yeah, that's all. Just getting ready for my client. We'll see how today goes. Okay. Hi, my name is Yubi, and in case you haven't figured it out, this footage is capturing my experience as I learn to navigate my personal spiritual awakening. I am learning that this experience is unique to each one of us. In whatever way we believe we are embracing living our truth, this just happens to be my journey. And despite me having a graduate degree and a license in clinical social work, this by no means is intended to replace any type of mental health advice. This is just me on a personal level, documenting my experience, shedding light on the truth that I am learning and discovering for myself, and really inviting you along for the ride. If by some magical chance you find this content to be helpful in any way, shape, or form, please click the like button, share the message, subscribe to my YouTube channel. I have an Instagram account, a personal one, and one specifically for this channel that you're more than welcome to check out. I'm an open book. I have also created t-shirt designs. I'm wearing my favorite one right now, which is the North Node design, but I have that and other things that you can look at inspired by this process and journey, and I have the link in the description box as well as in the about section of my YouTube channel. So you're more than welcome to check those items out. Any type of support is great. Again, if you find this content really helpful or meaningful, sometimes when we take that step and be be vulnerable, you know, with showing what's inside our hearts and what's really our truth, we realize that we're much more connected than what we thought we were. And so I hope that as I'm living this experience, and that you find some type of truth for yourself, or find some type of ability to heal in some way just by relating, you know, just by knowing that you're not alone. That really has been my goal with this process, not just being able to connect with others, but really for my own healing. It's definitely been a therapeutic experience and a very creative one for myself. So I thank you, and I wish you all the best, and you will see what else comes next for me.